Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for joining me on the latest episode of I'm Gaming Podcast. This is a podcast about the video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, really cool free online services for web and visual design, and many more things I find to be in the same realm of business and creative ventures. But of course, first of all, thank you all so much for your patron support and to all of my patron supporters who continue to support this podcast week in, week out, month in, month out. I'm really grateful for your contributions, and I'm really grateful to tell you that you keep this podcast afloat. So big thanks to all of you. Everyone else, please check out my Patreon supporters in the description below. Now, this is episode 292, and it's about a famous, hopefully famous, but if it's not famous to you, I want to change that, free digital web visual design service that's called Photopea. Photopea is basically a reversal or reverse engineered Photoshop that you can find on photopea.com, and the same service is amazing. I started using it many years ago, and I just recently figured out that it helped me so very much, and it does continue to do regularly, because it basically allowed me to learn Photoshop without owning or having to have Photoshop on my computer, or without having to pay some kind of cloud access to Photoshop. Instead, you have it as I can understand, almost everything, if not everything, you have in Photoshop, now you have already for some time in Photopea. I'm not completely, to be honest, sure what's its background or history of the same service, but it has been around, or at least I know of it, for at least 6 or 7 years, and it's amazing to have a completely free software that's online. You don't have to download it or have it installed, that you can use for anything and everything related to graphic design. Standard graphic design, of course, we're not talking about vectors or anything, but standard graphic designs. So think of it as Photoshop that you have online for free, that you can use whenever you like, whenever you want, and that you can learn. That's the most important thing here. You can learn to use it, and you can then expand your knowledge and your abilities to use basically Photoshop, but in this case Photopea, which is immensely useful for so many things that you're doing and so many things that you probably want to do with your designs. Now, of course, you have many other alternatives. You have, for example, Canva, that I'm also using, which is a wonderful service. You have your prompt to image generators, AI or machine learning generators, that are also really useful, but it all boils down to that ability to finally give them that last finishing touches through a kind of graphic design tool, and Photopea is the graphic design tool that can help you do just that. So it's incredible to have such a software for free, with so many possibilities, with so many options of learning it and teaching yourself how to use it on a much larger scale, all at the fingertip of a computer with an internet. Nothing more, no subscription, no downloads, no installs, no payments, no tokens, nothing. It's completely, utterly, and totally free. And that's amazing to have. And once again, it reminds us of the value of having that kind of open community, open source community, that provides you with access to tools and information that can become actionable knowledge that you apply in your everyday job, in your hobbies, in your other pursuits, all of it right there, right to be accessed. So also, it's important to know that Photopea, like many of similar services, is growing, evolving, and gradually expanding. So this means that you can learn even more things as the time goes by, and you can figure out more abilities that it can bring into your professional or private life. All in all, thank you so much, Photopea. You really rock. You're really an awesome online tool. So please, everyone else, do check it out. Try to use it, try to learn it, because it's going to be a valuable knowledge, a valuable skill set to you, no matter what you do right now, or no matter what you choose to do later on. That's it for this episode. It's all about Photopea. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like to support me, please do check out my Patreon page. Check out my channel memberships, and of course check out my books on Amazon. A link to one of those is in the description below. It will take you to the others. So if you do want to support me, any or all of these would be awesome. But of course, the cheapest, easiest, fastest way to support me, simply subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and be here for my new podcast episodes. That's all for me. My name is Ivica. Thank you for being here. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll talk to you in precisely 7 days from now. Until then, goodbye.